Yeah, no, it's incredible. But now let's walk through the nuts and bolts of what you do in terms of vacation rentals. And can you walk through us how you go about assessing whether a certain area of a market like Asheville, and I personally happen to know that my good friend Bryce, he does a few or had a few vacation home rentals in Asheville, and some of the laws around what you can and can't do, because we're seeing the vacation rental stuff here, even here in LA and New York City and San Francisco, like they're putting massive restrictions on it for people, to not be able to do it, not be able to make some money. So how are you avoiding that? And then what are you doing to identify those pockets in your area that people want to actually come and vacation in?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started getting this question so much that I did a 3-part series on YouTube where it's like over an hour of stuff of just getting super detailed into it. But the first thing we do is we don't purchase land in the city. We go on the outskirts of the city, inside of the county. In Asheville, they're not allowed. Vacation rentals are not allowed in the city. People still do it, but a lot of people are going about it like on the master lease, where it's like they're just renting and then if I'm putting my own money into it and if I'm taking investor money, I don't want to risk that in any way. So we invest 20 to 25 minutes within the city. Our first cabin's 15 minutes within downtown. It's right on the edge. So what I do is I hop on the MLS. I sort of just pull up the city map and just like where the line is at. And we just look at the land right on the outskirts of the county. Another thing we do, we design all the cabins to be rented as a long-term. So like we underwrite them as a long-term rental. Like we're not just going to put $1 million, $2 million into a property that won't rent out at the current long-term rental rate. And that's sort of just a safety cushion for us, just in case the county decides to say, hey, like we're not doing vacation rentals anymore, which I don't really see happening just because it is a big part of they do get a big tax revenue from it here. Like Airbnb automatically pulls that money out and gives it to the county. But that's our first thing, is we only invest in the county. It's nice because what we saw with COVID is a lot of people did leave the downtown areas and sort of ventured out to started renting out, say like into like the mountains or like a little further out from the city, and they're willing to drive into the city. So we were already investing that way anyways. And so we sort of got lucky with that, and we just sort of rolled with it now, where it's like we invest 15, 25 minutes away from downtown. It's in the mountains, you're secluded, but at the same time, you're close to the city where you can just drive. And so you get like best of both worlds. If you want the downtown feel, you can drive to it, but you're staying in the mountains for the most part. So 15, 20 minutes away. And then again, we don't invest inside downtown.